But now I want to take you to the opposite end of the sportsmanship spectrum, and that's Ukrainian tennis star Sergiy Stakhovsky. At 36, he just retired from professional tennis after the Australian Open a couple of weeks ago. And what a career. He beat Roger Federer on center court at Wimbledon back in 2013. And then he ended up ranked 31st in the world. I mean, that is something, right? On vacation with his wife and 3 children in Dubai 2 weeks ago, when the Russian forces stormed into Ukraine, his country, he made the, I don't know how you even describe, earth-shattering, stomach-turning, devastating decision to return to Kiev and fight the Russians as a member of the Army Reservists and leave that family behind. Little kids, 3 little kids. Sergiy Stakhovsky joins me now live from Ukraine. Sergiy, thank you for doing this tonight. I really appreciate it. My first question is the most important question, and that is, are you safe right now?
Good evening. Yeah, well, for now, yes.
And when I ask that, do you really even know?
Not really. I mean, safety today in Kiev is temporary. I mean, any airstrike can land in any building, and that includes ours.
Yeah, and you know, Kiev is the capital, and that is the most frightening, potentially frightening place to be. There were reports a couple hours ago that the shelling was pretty intense in the capital. Have you been hearing evidence of it?
Yeah, well, there was apparently two airstrikes coming from 2 airplanes, which were shut down. They had targeted the city center, so we are in the city center. So I guess they did not fulfill their mission, but again, I will know only in the morning what kind of damages they did.
So listen, Sergiy, you're a tennis player. You're a phenomenal tennis player, but to my knowledge, you didn't really have any military training. Did you get some training? Do you know how to wield that weapon? Do you feel confident?
No, not really. I guess I'm not the military, as you already said, so I can't really have a confidence in my actions regarding guns. But you know, there's a lot of people in Ukraine who have 0 experience in terms of military. They have little experience with guns, hunting, but predominantly they're all the same level as me. We got some basic training, how to manipulate the gun safely. Most importantly, you know that you don't shoot anybody of your own. A couple of days ago, I got a short instruction on NLAW systems, anti-tank missiles. Something that I really didn't expect to experience in my life, but here we are.
Do you have a good crew of mates around you, people who can, you know, help guide you and make quick decisions and be where you need to be when you need to be there?
The people around me are better than me, which is positive, much better than me. So I have a lot to learn, and I guess I am, in terms of that, is in a better safety than I could be anywhere else in Kiev.
Sergiy, tonight, you know, a lot of people were surprised to see your president, Volodymyr Zelensky, going on television again, but this time not from a bunker, not from a place that was, you know, difficult to determine. It was actually his office, and he was sitting at his desk, and he said, "I'm not afraid, and I'm not going anywhere." Does that buoy your spirits? Does that give you a reason to keep going? Does it make you feel like what you've done is the right decision because your leader's not going to ask anything more of anyone else that he's not prepared to do himself?
It is exploration. I mean, it's inspirational what he does, the way he leads, and honestly, a lot of people didn't expect from him to be where he is right now, and the moves that he's making and the decisions that he's making under such tremendous pressure are exceptional. I mean, he raised the nation, he inspiring the nation. And if I can say that, in my eyes, we had plenty of politician presidents in the past, but none of them was real president to the nation. And finally, we have a president to the nation, which is maybe not a politician, but definitely a person who is willing to stand for his goals and his morals, and to stand and to risk his life for the country.
Let me ask you this, Sergiy. Your fellow tennis star, Novak Djokovic, sent this message to you personally on his Instagram. I'm going to read it. It says, "Stacko, how are you, man? Are you on the field? Thinking of you, hoping all calms down soon. Please let me know what would be the best address to send help, financial help, any other help as well. That must mean a lot to you.
Well, it does mean a lot. I've received hundreds of messages from my peers from tennis circuit. I just honestly posted only one. I talk with Novak about it if I can, because I'm trying to use every single angle I can use to get attention of the world that this war is something Ukraine doesn't want to fight. We're defending our country. We're not invading any other countries. Our ultimate goal is just to keep our country away from Russia. Russia's target for now is basically roll over Ukraine and erase Ukraine history from the books, because according to Putin, he stated that many times during his conferences that Ukraine never existed, that it was created by Lenin in the beginning of the Soviet Union era, and that it has no history, and basically this land belongs to Russia. Whether, unfortunately for Mr. Putin, history is a bit different, that Moscow never existed, that Kiev was there 400 years earlier, but I guess it all depends how far back in history we all want to go.
Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.